Hello everyone, I am Dr. Venkatraman Hegde. Now we are in Kodagu district, southern part of Karnataka. The location is Sidapur, Kardigod estate. Here we are going to meet the progressive farmer Shri N.M. Appayya. He is using all still equipments for his farm operations. Let us meet him and get his opinion about all these still farm tools or handheld power tools. Hello sir, namaste. How are you sir?
Good, fine, thank you. Namaste.
Sir, can you please explain something about your plantations?
I'd like to introduce myself as N.M. Appayya. I run the family property. It's about 150 acres in all, and we have multiple crops like Arabica, Robusta, pepper, orange. We cultivate paddy, we got arecanut, and a lot of fruit trees also. And apart from that, we have a dairy farm. I've got goats, I've got hens, we've got a poultry also. So it's like it's a full-fledged farmhouse.
Sir, how did you come to know about Andrea's steel equipments, and from how long you are using these equipments?
I mean, basically, it has all been through advertisements and things like that. I mean, people, when a company comes in, they call a few select planters, they have a get together and then they explain about their products. And I think Mr. Hemant has been very, very instrumental in bringing a lot of top planters of the planting community in Coorg to create an awareness about these machines.
Sir, can you please tell us how these equipments, Andrea steel equipments, could solve your issues in farm operations?
I mean, what I'd like to say is machinery is not the wholesale solution to farming in a place, especially in a hilly terrain and when you have so many trees in Coorg. But with machineries, we've been able to cut down a lot of labor and at critical areas. For example, I mean, you have a weed cutter. I mean, it's difficult if you own about 2 weed cutters. It's difficult to do the entire area. But at least we get the roads, we get the paddy field bunds clean, and all these kharab land wherever we need to use a machine, and which is and if you actually use the labor, it's so much more intensive work that happens. We save a lot of man days by using a machinery, and the chainsaw especially in a place where we have high rainfall and a lot of wind, and when we and year after year we have so many trees falling in the estate, and it's an easy job done. And even when you do a shade lopping, instead of using men labor with knives to cut the branches, still does a fantastic job. The chainsaw does a fantastic job. Plus, even at the time of pruning, you can do a lot of work with the chainsaw, cutting down old moribund plants, robusta plants.
Sir, what are all the equipments you have from steel, and what are all the operations that you are using those equipments?
Most of them I have got it. I've got tree pruners, the telescopic tree pruners. I've got a mist blower. I've got a chainsaw. I've got 3 weed cutters, and I have an auger also. The pitting auger, especially when you're doing a new clearing, I would not. I mean, it's difficult when you're going and doing infilling in a plantation. But when you're doing a new clearing, I mean, 2 people can do about 350 to 400 pits a day, and that saves you a lot of labor. Otherwise, if physically, if a man has to take pits, he may do about 50, 60 pits in a day. But here we are able to do with 2 people about 350 to 400. And the telescopic tree pruners, I mean, you don't need able-bodied people to actually cut branches which are about 20-25 people. So you can use slightly older people also to do it, and it does a fantastic job. So the younger guys can actually climb the trees and do the work, whereas the bottom work can be done with slightly older people also, because it's not much of a problem. Mist blower has got tremendous potential in a coffee estate, and apart from spraying, we use the mist blower to heap our coffee also. Okay, so it is because there's a lot of power in that machine. So once we do the initial heaping of the coffee, the leftover beans can be swept with the mist blower. and you can use it in the paddy fields also. At the time of paddy harvest, to heap your paddy and to blow the dust out of your paddy. So that's an added advantage with still mist blower, apart from sprays. Brush cutters, like I said, apart from using it in the estate, in a big property like this, we have a lot of wasteland, roads, the side of the roads, roads as such, then your tank bund, meadowland, and paddy field bunds. So all that can be used by doing the brush cutter. The only using a brush cutter maybe in the estate at the field level could be because of the dispersal of seeds in the estate. That's a problem where you could have a blanket spread of weeds. So I myself don't use it in the much inside the property, but otherwise, at least for about 5-6 months in a year, we regularly use it along the roads and in all fallow lands. Yeah.
So what are all the features of still machines that you liked most?
They're easy to handle, and they're very, very efficient. And I mean, the initial part of it, which is very important, is a little bit of training that has been given to our labourers. The management of Still in Coorg, they do a fantastic job. They come to the spot, they give a full demo so that the labourers can get used to the working of the machines. So we've never had an issue with, I think my first machine has been bought in 2007, and I still haven't changed the machine, apart from regular service. And we do take a lot of care in maintaining the machine, so we don't have major repairs as such. I think I've had a fantastic relationship with Aqua Services. They're based out of Gonikopa, and I think Mr. Hemant has been the power behind the entire setup in Coorg. I think he's an excellent relationship manager. He's conducted a lot of seminars and workshops in Coorg, and he's called all of us. So I think Aqua Services in Coorg has done a good job in keeping a good relationship with its customers.
Sir, if you are recommending these equipments, Andrea Steel equipments, to your friends and fellow farmers, fellow gardeners, how do you say?
I always believe in a product that has got quality. You do get weed cutters for 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, but then I'm just saying you may be paying 30,000 rupees for a weed cutter or for whatever machinery. I think quality is quality. You should not compromise on quality, and with quality you'll have longevity also. So I would always recommend people to go for quality than use and throw machines in 1 or 2 years. I think Still is a good example for that.
Sir, thank you very much for spending your valuable time in giving your valuable feedback on Andrea Steel equipments. Thank you very much. Namaskar.